Welcome back to Who You Got with Mike and Mario. In last week's battle, the battle between Numbers by Kraftwerk and Beatbox by The Art of Noise, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie.
To the dopest show in the galaxy. Who you got with Mike and Mario? Tell me who you got with Mike and Mario. It's Saturday fun on a Thursday. Saturday, yeah. With Mike and Mario.
There we go. All right. Good morning, eve, nooning, night, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Welcome to Who You Got with Mike and Mario. I'm Mike, not Mario. Really Mario?
I'm Mario.
He is Mario. And today we have a special supersonic guest. Hello, Nina Cartier, aka Mother Bradley to me.
Hello. That's what I like.
Way inside. Okay. So
inside joke.
Right.
Welcome Nina to the show. I'm really not liking the fact that you grabbing coffee and he drinking water. This is not good. Oh, okay. No, but I'm just saying, when people start bringing cups to their face on this show, that usually means something bad's about to happen.
You're the main one to be drinking coffee.
First of all, this is the drinking champion, sir. If I don't have this show is going to be all just you and Nina, because I ain't going to be able to talk.
All right, so I must introduce my long time. I've been knowing you a long time. I'm just saying. Long as I've been knowing you, Mario.
Really? But the part of the Essex mob.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Right.
Essex mob.
All right, so here we go. Nina Cartier loves music. Does that sound about right? She is especially fond of soul, big band jazz. Did I say that right? Blues and hard rock. Yeah, she's very versatile. Yeah. Just like you, Mario.
Yes.
Well.
You got nothing to say to that? A professor at Harold Washington College. Nina researches and publishes in visual arts and Black vernacular culture. Black vernacular. That's not a word you hear every day.
Absolutely.
On any given day at her home, where she is right now, you can find Nina baking while blasting Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, gardening to Sarah Vaughan, or grilling to Little Milton, while drinking a local craft beer. She loves her beer. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Nina Cartier.
Yay, Nina Cartier, everybody.
Thank you for agreeing to this, ma'am.
Yeah, that's me.
This is gonna be off the chain.
It's really a shocker that you would. I don't know why anyone would agree to sit in here to be just upset with Michael.
She's never upset. She's never upset with me. She's like, boy, I'll slap you.
Here we go.
But she's not upset.
Oh, there we go with the water again. And ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lockett is trying to pull it early.
All right, so for those of you who are new here, hopefully it's 1,000 of you all, this is the show where Mario and I pick song versus song, or album versus album, or artist versus artist against one another, or producer versus producer. That's the thing. Against one another, and ask the question to ourselves and to you and to Nina, who you got? All right, girl. You ready? Wait. Mario.
Nina, you just don't know what's about to happen.
She
Neither
does
do I.
know.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
She been following me just like you have. She always
Just
responds.
the past couple of shows have just been really just mind-blowing.
Well.
That's a good song.
Uh-oh. Mind blowing.
Sorry.
I'm always because that's always
that's why we friends.
I mean, everybody says any lyrics and I know
okay.
I'm slipping them in.
All right, y'all. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yay.
What is the deep breath in the...
You'll see it in a second. I'm just trying to gather myself.
Is there a drum roll that's going to accompany this?
I'm bracing myself.
Yeah,
I'm bracing
myself. Coffee got me holding on to this table like I had a gummy. Go for
Hold
it,
on to the sofa, y'all. Hold on to the sofa.
Today's selection of superior hits. Choosey Lover. See? Yes, the Isley Brothers. Which one? Choosey Lover by the Isley Brothers.
Oh, God. Against... yeah, that's true. Against who?
The Beautiful Ones. Yeah, the Prince. Did he cut me off?
Oh my.
Yes.
Oh my. The depths of your wrongness have no ending. This is like wrong abyss of wrong.
How dare you?
Y'all can't see me, but those are the reactions.
Oh, no, I can see you fine. How dare you? Dancing around in your house. Yeah, you know what to do. You know what to do, Nina.
We see you. You're lucky. Well, see, I will see you later.
That's right. That's right. Did you say, I just want to, because it's been a long week. Did you say Choosey Lover versus The Beautiful Ones by Prince Rogers Nelson? Man, boy, they coming to get you.
I hope so.
Wait.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, with that. Yeah.
I don't know in what universe you thought that was fair. I don't.
Speaking on behalf of all our listeners,
right?
How dare you?
How do you?
And number 2, how dare you? That's from me. How dare you?
Yes.
That's the other podcast. How could you?
I'm trying to figure out how could you though? Because
why did you? What did you do? That's the one that's like on
how did you?
With what's his name? After,
why would you?
Hollywood Housewives, they do like a recap show. That's our recap show. Why did you?
Why did you? Okay. What were you thinking?
Okay, wait.
Such a,
okay, hold that particular thought.
I mean,
I'm gonna give a no. I'm just gonna give a rundown. Worse? No, it can't get worse.
Does it get worse?
This is pretty bad. I'm gonna give a rundown of the information about the song.
This is how you know it's upsetting me because I'm humming.
Right? We in church today. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's what we gonna be doing. You rocking and everything, y'all. He rocking. I can see him. He rocking and moaning, y'all.
About to grab my Martin Luther King fan.
The mothers are gonna have to come and get the white cloth for him in a minute, y'all, because that's what's.
All right, hey Michael Lockett, could you give us some information about those 2 songs that you picked for who you got?
Are you saying that you had nothing to do with this, Mario?
Dang, it's all you, player. Hey, Michael Lockett, how about giving us a rundown of those 2 songs?
Lord,
this is where we soul train it and make it sound official. When I do that,
will do. First song.
I can't believe you did. Oh, unbelievable. I can't even look at myself. I'm sorry. All right, no, for real this time. Let's go. I know it's English and I've been speaking it for 55 years, but just had a little trouble right there. Hey, Mike, besides what made you do this, could you tell us about the 2 songs and their psychological importance to my life, please?
Right?
Gladly. All right. Yes. Yes.
I mean, the whole we're talking about, you're shaking the foundations of people's particular blackness here. Like you're making people
Just
chew. You're shaking us. You're just shaking us.
Nina, just know whenever you see a bottle of water in Michael Lockett's hand, he is contemplating something very diabolical.
This is again the abyss of like wise,
This is
all
the
the
black.
wise.
Yes.
This might be the blackest selection of songs that you've ever done in the history of our
Yes,
show. How many episodes is this now?
yes.
This is really like we're testing the blackness
That's why I
of
said that. You know, you people gonna be choosing sides, and you're gonna be people's black cards is gonna be feeling real funny in a minute. But
flimsy.
and they age. Like, how old are you? Are you old enough for this battle? Like,
That's the other show. How old are you?
Because some folk ain't old enough for this one, y'all.
BET Plus. How old are you?
Okay.
All right. I'll cry.
First selection. Choosey Lover. Girl, I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you chose me.
Not in this battle, though. Not in this battle, though. Addendum. You ain't making us so happy. Not in this battle. Don't be desecrating the words for it either. Shameful man. Shameful.
Artists of this magnificent, life-changing song, the Isley Brothers.
Life-bringing too, because it made many children.
Man, how many thousands, millions of children?
Still.
This is taken from the Isley Brothers' 22nd studio album, entitled Between the Sheets.
Nah, I'm glad you didn't do that.
We're lucky. We're lucky.
I thought about it.
I just throw my phone. It's already okay.
I'd have left. I'd have went back to sleep. Good night.
The record label for this album is T-Neck Records. Written by the Isley Brothers. It's too many to name. The Isley Brothers wrote the song. Produced by Ronald Isley and Rudolph Isley.
Who is now suing.
Chart position for Choosey Lover, number 6 on the U.S. Hot R&B Songs chart. This song was released in 1983. And in 1983, the United States invades Grenada. Mario Brothers video game is released by Japan. And the first mobile phones are introduced by Motorola. Life-changing things happened in 1983. And we present to you Choosey Lover. Moving on. You make me so confused. The beautiful ones. You always seem to lose.
Ain't the only ones that seem to lose.
Lord.
Artist Prince Rogers Nelson, as we have stated, from his 6th studio album, Purple Rain, Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
3 times.
Written and produced like 99.99.99% of Prince's songs. Prince. Beautiful Ones, although it was popular in the black community, was not released as a single. Came out in 1984, and in 1984, the original Apple Macintosh computer went on sale. The first solo transatlantic flight in a helium balloon, and the average monthly rent in the United States, $350.
Yeah. What year was this? 1984? Of course it was. Yeah, you know what the monthly rent is now? Sheesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful ones.
If you are a fan of comic books, check out Kensai Production Comics.
an independent comic book publication known for action/adventure stories for ages 7 and up, with amazing characters like Black Arrow, Courage of the Lightning Dragon, and Rising Sun. Check out their website. That's Kensai Productions Comics.church. That's KENSAI Productions Comics.church. Once again, Kensai Productions Comics.church. Kensai Productions is not associated with any known religious denomination.
And we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back.
And, my good friends, it is at this point of the show where I look into the camera like so.
Oh my.
And you look back at me with disgust and disdain, and I say, Brother Mario, Sister Nina, come back, Mario. Between Choosey Lover by the Isley Brothers and The Beautiful Ones by Prince, everybody wants to know.
It sure do.
Who you got?
I will defer, as always, to our guest, Nina Cartier, Mama Ascendant.
See, I'm making that face that the black folks make when they stick their lip up underneath their nose because they that mad. Just so y'all know I'm making it. Y'all know what that face is. Like something smell funny. I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to choose between these two songs, despite one having choose in the name, like a bait. It's just like a little bait, right? And both songs being so beautiful. Again, just a bait. You're just wrong for this one, because it's appealing to the different parts of our sensibilities, man.
Please give us the dissertation.
I know I will not, because don't nobody want to listen to a podcast dissertation. That's
the floor is yours.
And die and cry. We gonna keep it lighter, but still, I don't, because it's a question of it's a question of a lot of stuff, but it's like you got to be old enough for this battle, but then your age also has to reflect what you want out of a love song in that moment, what the purpose is for. Like, they seem on the surface to be for the same thing, right? You gotta get it on. But what kind of getting it on? What time of the day is it? Do you have your Hennessy, get it on? Do you have your this is a session water bottle, get it? I mean, it's and that's just one facet of it, because then you got your, well, maybe I just want to groove in my car. I want to drive down Lakeshore Drive. It's nice out. It's the real Chicago summer. Ain't too hot, too cold. Which one do you want blasting to kind of just take you there, right? And it's hard to. It depends on the mood, because they're not. It's not the same. Even though the destination might be the same, it's not this is wrong. This is wrong. I feel like I'm trying to choose between my children. And like that, like my children are born 18 years apart, right? And even though these songs are only like a year apart, they're still kind of miles apart in overall sensibility. You got to be grown enough.
Break it down.
But the kind of grown you are depends on what you're trying to do in that moment. This isn't right. I'm taking a sip of my black Annie Lee cup. I want y'all to say.
Here we go. Another one with some water. I have to start drinking water.
Yes, because I was going to be drinking bourbon, but I'm like, this is a 10 o'clock show. And people can be like, why is she drinking bourbon so early? Because this requires the bourbon. Honestly.
They won't know.
Oh my, I don't even know. Mario,
Huh?
Mario, what, how, how am I supposed to conceptualize my choice, Mario? Because if you're the one who
So
does the
so
choosing, how am I supposed to even conceive of it? Besides it's just being wrong. How do I get past that?
I think you have to take your emotions out of it for about a minute and a half and just listen to the songs in your head, and that will help inform your decision. Because if you go strictly off of emotion, you'll be in your car driving to Michael Lockett's house, knocking on his door, and asking him who you got now. So just kind of, kind of, kind of think about it that way.
But see, I've
Just
been
listen to
doing
him in your
that.
head.
I've been doing that since he said it when he.
You can always say it's a tie. You don't have to make a
You sure
decision.
can. Yes, you
But I
can.
feel like that's an easy way out.
And really, the tie is the hardest because that means that you just really cannot make a choice. It's not easy. I think people think it's easy when they hear us go, it's a tie. It's not. That's the hardest one to pick. It's the tie.
Yep.
That's
It
true
sure
because
is.
when there's a clear-cut winner, when there's a landslide, it's just you're right.
7%
It
versus
feels
10.
easy. But my thing is I feel like it lets the chooser off the hook if they go to the tie. It lets the chooser off the hook because you got to defend that choice when it's a hard choice. When it's an easy choice, you could just be like, because I like it and it moves me. But when it's a hard choice, you got to stand on it and be willing to take the blows that Michael has set up for you because then now you get the blows too.
But not.
I will say, there are a couple of well, maybe there's definitely one episode that I've gone back and listened to, and I was like, that's not the right answer. No, but in that moment,
See,
it was the right
that's
answer.
the other problem.
So in this moment, it's all we're talking about is this moment. If you can pick one, go ahead. If not, just
Look at
both is
him
fine.
just grinning and a smiling
Yes,
and laughing.
it's not even like a Cheshire cat. It ain't right. It ain't right.
Oh, that's funny.
It ain't
That's
right.
I have succeeded. My day is complete.
you won
and the
this
rehearsal later will just add to it. Yes.
You lucky I'm not cooking for the rehearsal
Go
this
ahead.
time. I maybe just make some cake because if I was cooking, I'd take your plate. That's how
wow.
bad this is.
Wow.
Bad. Then now you the greens and the jerk chicken. None for you. None for you. Oh.
Been there.
Man.
Been there a lot.
Going through it in my mind now.
And see, it's also like this when I think about just the way that the beautiful ones gets that kind of that operatic ecstasy too, right? Because it's beyond what your words can say. And it's designed to do that, right? Like Choosey Lover, you can still function. But with the beautiful ones, you've lost your body. And now you're in that ethereal plane. You just lost it. You're in spirit soaring and emotions flying. And Choosey Lover still keeps you kind of grounded. This isn't fair because I don't know if I want to be grounded in that ride. Like usually, and I always teach my husband about this because Kale is I've always said I like the songs that do the whole, I can shake my hips. Anybody who knows Nita Cartier from back in the day knows that little shake your hips, pop, and pop. It's got the little pump, that little ride. And Choosey Lover still has that for me. And that's always my favorite thing, which is why I like the blues and I like jazz because it gives you that particular rhythm ride, right? That Choosey Lover has. But y'all can see me, I'm scrunching up my shoulders. This is painful.
I can tell. This is driving you crazy. I got my answer.
I win.
I think
I win.
I got my answer.
Do you know who you choose, Mario? Are you?
Oh, I always know. After I get over myself and being mad at him, I come up with something.
And it's okay. You can say both. I swear
you can say both. You can say,
but you know what? The thing is, it's not both.
Mm-mm.
You just feel if you pick the one, you're doing disservice to the other one.
That's not the case. That's not the case. Oh. And then I had to think about what this song is supposed to do for me, like what it's done for me since my youth. I had to grow into the beautiful ones, right? Now I'm pushing 50 right now. You know, if y'all can see all this beautiful silver and white that these children have forced upon me.
Thinking like
right?
your mama.
I had to grow
Hmm.
into the beautiful ones in a way that Choosey Lover was already a part of my musical milieu that I didn't have to work hard to accept.
I'm sorry.
My
Your
musical
musical
milieu,
what?
my
Yeah.
musical environment, my sonic space. Yeah.
No, 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 no. The word that you said
Milieu.
was
Sorry. My milieu,
milieu.
yeah. My musical
Yeah.
time, era. Yes.
I like that.
It rolls
I
off the
like
tongue,
that.
right? It's mellifluous, musical milieu. But it was a part of like, it's like the bricks in my house. And I'm in the house I grew up in. So it's like the bricks in my house. It was a part, and I didn't have to work. I didn't have to do any work to understand it, although I didn't understand it on all of its levels until I got older. The beautiful ones, it took me longer to get it and to get the space and the sound of it. But I don't know if and so I'm leaning, the needle is slightly leaning towards Choosey Lover because I feel like that's an easier choice for me because it was more accessible until I got older. Like you put that groove on and you can get it. The beautiful ones is
Lord,
just, yeah.
we gonna get sued. They gonna sue us.
Why they gonna sue it?
I don't know. I'm missing. There's nothing. Ain't nobody gonna sue.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So
So
I think the
okay.
needle
No, not
is
you.
by
So what?
the slightest little skin natchy,
Okay.
teenatchy piece. But then I come back to it.
Oh, come on now. You gotta make a choice.
I'm trying. When I come back to it, ultimately, I think The Beautiful Ones is a better song.
There you go.
I think it's a better song.
That's
Fully,
fair.
like ultimately, in its totality of what a song is supposed to do or can do, I think The Beautiful Ones does more with the changes and the journey that it takes you on, and the accessibility of Choosey
But that's
Lover
not.
is just. I
That's not.
know.
That's
I
not where we are
know.
though. We're
I
not.
know.
What's the greater
You
song?
did
But
right,
which
but it's song
one?
versus song, and I think that.
But which? But if we did all that, there would be a distinct winner probably almost every week based off of the musicality or the
Well, I didn't
singing or
say
the
that
lyrics.
though. I didn't
Just
say
which.
that. I just
But
no, because I mean, Ronald's voice is so lovely.
The angst is so. This is so entertaining.
Ah,
She is really trying to work this out
it's making me
about this song.
squirm.
Oh, that's awesome, Michael Lockett. You are
This was
something else, boy.
terrible.
Get
This
it
was
again.
terrible.
Get
I
it
also don't think it was even a fair choice because of what they're supposed to do and then what they take you on and how you got to be old enough to like enjoy both of them and know what they're supposed to do. And then like you feel like you're at odds with yourself because you play one all the time on one for one instance and you play another one all the time on one instance. And then in the same night, you could play both of these back to back and you could have flipped it and still get where you need to go. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated.
Don't look at.
wow. Welcome to
Yeah,
Mario's world.
yeah.
Yeah.
In a shorter
I've already
version. The
said
shorter
these are
version.
inherently evil battles, and these are inherently evil.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, you always win. That I don't.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Y'all
Hey,
to
man, you ain't
work
going
this
nowhere
out.
because you gonna give us who you got right after I get finished. Come on with it, Nina.
Okay.
Who you got?
Um.
Gun to your head. Who you got?
All right. I'm gonna keep to it. I'm gonna own it, and I'm just gonna take the heat for it. Even though I think The Beautiful Ones is a better song in this matchup, there's something about Choosey Lover that makes me have the slightest little It's a hair. It really is a hair. But it's like that by that 16th, 32nd, 64th. I'm going to take Choosey Lover, even though I think The Beautiful Ones is a better song. But I'm going to stand on it, and I'm going to take whatever heat comes. I'm ready.
There you go.
Will be no heat.
None on you.
Mario Smith. Mario Smith.
Hey, everybody. Hi.
Since you've had 20 minutes to figure out your answer, this will be quick, right?
It ain't gonna be that quick.
Who you got?
Cold fast. The not so fast, my friend. You gonna put me through it. I'm gonna put you through it. Sophomore year, Chicago Vocational High School. Choosey Lover comes out. The last of the 3+3 lineup of the Isley Brothers. After that, Isley Jasper Isley came out with one of my favorite songs of all time, Caravan of Love. This album kind of signifies the end of the Isley Brothers in that 3+3 format. Um, he's Ronald Isley's getting sued by his older brother about some music right now, which is weird. Um, he and Ernie Isley have been still killing it. That man's voice is still good, and he can still sing as old as he is. Um, and I think that album Between the Sheets is significant because again, it's the end of the Isley Brothers 3+3 rock and roll outfit. That signifies the end of that. They took a whole different direction. The Mr. Big character comes out a couple years later with R. Kelly. All those things happen. That song has been covered by Aaliyah. That's why I asked which version of Choosey Lover. So Choosey Lover is significant. The Beautiful Ones is part of what is arguably one of the greatest rock and roll movies ever made, Purple Rain. That album is arguably one of Prince's best albums. Not in my opinion, but people have this argument about is, The Beautiful Ones contains. Well, so now I'm a junior when The Beautiful Ones comes out. Prince is already like a staple in the community, and as a growing boy, hearing The Beautiful Ones was like the eye opener song. Like, oh, ah, ah, I get it. So in one respect, I understand why The Beautiful Ones echoes for people, why it rings a lot of bells. It pushes a lot of buttons for folks because it means different things to different people. But I think the central theme is, especially if you were growing up then and you heard that song, it became an attitude adjuster. You started to see people differently. You started to look
Yes.
differently at who you might want to hang out with.
Yes.
That's a song you put on the tape. That might have been like one of the last songs on the tape,
Yeah.
or maybe in the middle, because right in the middle of the tape is usually when the action happened anyway. Choosey Lover, iconic and significant. The Beautiful Ones, unbelievably significant. Personally, again, if we were going better song, I think I think without question it's The Beautiful Ones. I'm going to say The Beautiful Ones with Choosey Lover being very close because of the significance of the end of the Isley Brothers and that 3+3 lineup, which was murderous. Them dudes got on stage and blew concert venues up. Prince with the Revolution kind of picked that up. It's funny how that happens, right? 3+3 lineup ends with the Isley Brothers, and that's rock and roll to me.
Yes.
And then Prince comes with the Revolution, and that's definitely rock and roll. So yeah, I'm gonna go with The Beautiful Ones. Michael, if you try to turn the camera off or get up and leave or take those headphones off, I'm getting on the metro. Michael Lockett, who you got?
Well, luckily for me, I have the two of you prior to my answer.
Right. So which one of us what you riding with?
The song that I would play first is The Beautiful Ones. And for me, they are close, but the emotion that Prince is exuding, never mind, I mean, the movie, the visuals in the movie of seeing him perform it are a thing. But outside of that, just listen to the record. I feel it. Oh my goodness. It's deep. You make me so confused. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me now. Oh, okay. I understand.
I'm gonna be reeling in this for a minute. See, because my time is so different. My time is different than y'all, right? So when you guys are, junior year and stuff, I'm a kid. I'm a baby.
But it's got that. It's the same thing though.
Yes.
If you're growing up
Yes.
hearing that, you're like, "What the heck is
Right,
this?"
because I'm coming into
Choosey
my
Lover,
consciousness.
same thing.
Right, I'm coming into
Yeah,
my
you're
consciousness of those things. Like I'm literally third grade and fourth grade. The 80s, the Reagan years for me are when I'm coming into my consciousness of who I am as a girl, as a person. So those songs, Choosey Lover impacts me because it was accessible in a way. Again, it was in that my soundscape in a different way than when you hear The Beautiful Ones. It's a fourth grader. This is right when people like boys are liking girls, and I remember who my crushes were. And you start conceptualizing what that means. But then what it really means. Like, I didn't live a sheltered life, so my parents are very open about things. So what it really can do, what the limits of those really are, it opens it wide, it cracked it wide open in a way that was not safe, which was good though. It wasn't safe, but Choosey Lover was still really safe for it. It was an exploration that was known, whereas the beautiful ones cracked that open. It was an explanation. It was of the unknown of parts of yourself and the erotic that.
And you know what?
Yeah.
If I could open up my AVR Young book of why this song is great
Neckbone.
Culturally,
Mr. Neckbone.
Culturally,
yes,
I think Mr. Neckbone. That's beautiful.
That's right. I love him. I love the poets.
It's my man. Culturally, I think that the beautiful ones for us generation of Black folks was the first song to really make you go, oh. Do you know what I mean? It created more questions than it answered. I think because he was expressing himself. You didn't hear that really at that time. I mean, not that you never heard it before in a record, but you really. I mean, he went to a different place and was emoting his emotions about this woman, or in his case, man, or woman,
the person,
or whatever.
The object of his desire. Yeah.
Yeah. So he wanted to make sure that you, the listener, knew this is where I'm coming from. You probably got that in you too. I'm just saying it. But Prince period gave you the freedom to express yourself. He gave you permission to be like, if you're listening to my records, you have permission to be a free thinker.
Right. To be, actually.
And I don't think anybody outside of maybe in that respect, Little Richard or James Brown gave you that same kind of freedom.
Yes.
When you listen to their music.
That's exactly what I was
Stevie
thinking.
Wonder gave you a cultural freedom. Prince gave you a personal freedom.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
An individual, that Blackness was not often allowed this kind of full spectrum of emotion, especially for Black masculinity, or what that could be, the possibilities of Black erotica and erotica unchained.
And it killed the idea of Black being monolithic.
Yes, and hard and harsh.
And hard.
Yes.
And harsh. It gave it breadth. And a lot of depth.
Yes.
Look at Michael's face.
Yeah.
He's like, what the heck?
And a softness. It gave it gave the softness and appeal that wasn't considered not erotic in a way that is, I hate to say the word naturalized, but in a way that was that was made natural. And I think that natural is still constructed, but it made that appealing and not weird. It made it not weird. It made it like, this is where the erotic space can be. And in the erotic space, everything is possible. We can be intertwined beyond our bodies. And that's okay for Black people too. It's not some stuff that other people do. We do it too. We've been doing it. He gave voice to that in a particular way.
I think both songs kind of lend themselves to that feeling too.
Yes.
Except the grown man-ish that the Isley Brothers were on.
Yes.
Is way different than the hey, I like Choosey Lover too, but the beautiful ones, and then the falsetto and just the everything. That song is brilliant.
Okay, so for everybody who missed it, Nina chose the Isley Brothers, and Mario and I picked the purple one by Heartbeat. So I always say you can vote on Facebook, but why would you do that? Just answer in the comments. Hello. There's a comment section. I guess, I think maybe depending on which platform you use, I don't know if they all have access to that. But if you listen to Podbean, there's a comment section and a heart, and you can follow all of that.
And please rate and review. Oh my God, I almost forgot. That's very important. Rate and review.
All right. Thank you, my friends. Another wonderful show. People gonna be mad at y'all because y'all.
No.
That's not right.
Let's be real. No, that's inaccurate.
They're gonna be mad at you.
They would only be mad at me and you if I knew what was happening ahead of time. But today I had a chance to prove it to another human being that I have no idea.
Mad at you, Mr. Lockett.
I'll take it, and it's worth it because these two songs are in the songbook of America, as Mario would say.
Absolutely, they are.
They have taken up quite many area in this songbook. These two, Stevie, Mike, Prince, Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire. That's OJ's
iconic. Iconic.
Yep.
For our generation, now there's Mariah and Whitney and all that. Okay, well, we're gonna go up and head up out of here and let you all get your day back because this has been almost an hour. Stop playing.
Well, editing.
Okay, it'll be 40 minutes. Okay, maybe. And
be well, Mike. Thank you.
Indeed, Mike and Mario out of here. Deuces.
With Mike and Mario, it's Saturday fun on a Thursday.